of Galactivated Yoga on the Beach. Woohoo! So welcome, super friends, YouTube Live, TikTok Live. Thank you everyone, our beloved TikTok community, for joining us today. We're going to take the next hour or so of our beautiful lives and step outside if you're able to with us. Put your blanket on down on the ground, yoga mat. Find that straight head, neck, and spine in an easy seated pose, and begin to find your breath. And as we all settle in here, I am Christar Galactica, your fairy god sis, and Saint Joe Narcata. We are Galactivators, bringing beats to the mix. So happy ever after. It starts like this with a deep breath, and our intent that this day be the best one yet. Harvest all these energies that are in the sky, the air, the breathe, the fresh. Receive and be blessed indeed. Super friends, Galactivate with our Princess Charlie, the unicorn cat dog. So easy seated pose, super friends. And as we settle in, I'd like to share what's going on galactically. As you find that deep breath, slowing down, looking up with our eyes at that inner space. Today is a spectral day on the galactic calendar. It is the red spectral Skywalker day. So thank you for the likes, thank you for the shares, thank you for the follows, thank you to our subscribers. On the red spectral days, Skywalker days, we are bridging the spaces between heaven and earth. The very air that we breathe in is connecting us to broader spectrums, higher dimensions of existence. Ultrasonic, infrared, above and below, my super friends, merging together in harmony. Let's breathe our arms up overhead. Focus on your intention with me that at this time, Maha Kumbh Mela, bringing our hands in front of our third eye, let's start to visualize and clearly see that we are harvesting all these energies of liberation, moksha, that this time of our yoga, thank you for the gift, Tony, we are bridging that space between formless and form, between antimatter and material worlds, that the above place and the below place, the superconscious and the subconscious merge together in perfect harmony within us, and that we awaken to the reality of our divinity, avatar, superconsciousness. Let's bring our hands down to our throat, and we're gonna take an Om, the sound of creation, A-O, U, and silence. Deep breath in. Hands to our heart, bow to the below place. From above to below, connect. Breathe into your heart space, feel the lungs expanding. And all the carbon releasing. Oh. Take our hands, just wipe down our arms a few times, just wiping down our body. Wipe off anything we brought with us today. And then let's switch the crossing of our legs, bringing the other leg up on top. Hands to our knees. Let's start to warm up these spines. Breathing in, lifting our hearts as we come forward, and breathing out, tucking our chin as we roll back. Flowing with our breath. Breathing around. Deep breath in. One more breath this way, and then let's take it the other direction. Breathing in these powerful aligned energies. All the planets are lining up. Maha, Maha Kumbh Mela. This is a spiritual event that happens once every 144 years. 12 cycles of 12. Let's inhale our arms up, palms to the sky, leaning up and back. Let's rub our hands together, giving thanks for all of these cosmic forces supporting us. And the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Interlace those fingers, grab the power, the avatar consciousness, and then let's flip those palms over, up, straightening those arms. Look up at that third eye, and let's play with some breath of fire. So pulsing your belly on your exhales, breathing out your nose. Inhales happen automatically. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Inhale. Hold it at the top. Engage your root. Look up at that third eye. Big smile. Exhale with an Om, forward fold. Bringing those hands down to the ground. Tuck our chin under. Hold it out as long as possible. Om. Few breaths in and out, deeply, freely while we're here. Inhale, walking those hands up and up to the sky. And then as we exhale, bringing those hands back behind, lean back, lift our heart, lift our shoulders. And if you like, you can push in the ground and lift your hips up. And then coming on back down to center. Placing our hands next to our hips. Let's play with levitating. Let's play with lifting ourselves up off the ground. Thank you for the gifts. Pulling up on your root, press down with your hands. Lift those legs up. You can be on your fists or on your fingertips. Just play with what feels best. And then let's release. Unwind those legs. Shake them out. Ooh, fun. All right, my dears, let us inhale our arms up to the sky. Focus on your intention. Fill up with light, moksha, liberation. Imagine yourself being truly transcendentally free, spiritually mastered in your yoga with all of the shaktis and siddhis, the spiritual abilities to manifest and experience anything you like as we hinge forward at the hips, bringing those hands down, tucking our chin, deep breath. And rising on back up, let's bring our souls together. Bring it up close to our body. And first, let's grab our ankles and lean back, lifting through our heart, our chin. Om Namah Shivaya. Focus on your intention. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Deep belly breath. Om. And bringing our head up through center, let's lean it over to the left side. Leaning up, lifting that right ear up, pressing back, stretching, deep breathing. Shaking out, breaking up, releasing any tightness, any tension in our neck, our shoulders. All right, then let's begin to massage our feet, hinging forward. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. And then let's walk our hands out forward, and you're welcome to move your feet forward if you want to as well. Or scoot your hips back to get a little juicier in the space. Let's walk our hands over to the right side. Oh yeah. Deep breath. Ha. Breathe into that side of your body. Ha. Explore your neck, your eyes, your gaze, your drishti. Face yoga. Stretch those eyes. Stretch the muscles surrounding your eyes. Deep belly breath. Exhales. Ah. Let's inhale this left arm now up to the sky. Ah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. So Shakti is the feminine spiritual energy that dissolves and releases that which no longer serves and allows the emotions to flow free, cleansing, purifying, blessing, gives us superpowers so we can manifest anything we want. The mantra Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om, right in your third eye. Imagine the color red, a red dot. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. Bring this hand down, walking it through center. Let's fold right here. Thank you for the gift. Om Shakti, 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 Om. Meditate on the feminine energies in our third eye as we walk our hands over to the left side, stretching into that right side of our body. Om Shakti, 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 Om. Breathe and move our necks around. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. Om Shakti, 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 Om. And inhaling, opening this right arm up to the sky, giving thanks to the Most High. Gratitude and thankfulness for blue skies overhead. Jai, Jai. Om Jagdi, 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 Om Jagdi. Where attention goes, energy flows. And as we focus on free-flowing energy, Om Jagdi, Om Jagdi, Om Jagdi, Om. Bringing our hands down to the center, walking back, forward, noticing the differences, folding one more time. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. We awaken the Shakti energy within us. Free, flowing, clear, powerful spiritual forces awakening today. The most powerful time of the year. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. Walking those hands up, drawing those knees in. Curl into a ball, into a seed. Hug it in. Envisioning we're planting seeds into our tomorrows. Health, vitality, well-being. Taking our neck side to side, stretch our eyes. Longevity, happiness, purpose, tension. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. Om Shakti, Om. And then let's swing those legs around and sit on our legs. And then let's spread those feet apart and take the fleshy part of our calves to the sides and sit down between our legs if that feels comfortable for us today. Inhale our arms out to the side. First, palms up. And then rotate palms out, fingers up. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's swing this right arm over to the left side and grab that upper arm, pulling that arm over towards the left as we turn our head to the right. Keep that palm pressing out, those fingers pulling back with intention. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Stretch your neck, stretch your eyes, stretch your smile. Laughter yoga here. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Awaken the Kundalini Shakti. Upward and outward, effulgently flowing energies. Hi, fairy. Oh, 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 oh. All right, big circles with those arms. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, and the other way. Oh, 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 oh. And back wide open, palms up. Leaning back, gaze is up at that third eye. Visualize that golden capstone on the top of the pyramid in our mind's eye. Om Namah Shivaya. Kundalini. And then flipping those palms out, fingers up. And then taking our head over to the left side, we're going to take this left arm, follow those fingers over to the right. Stretch underneath, grab that upper arm and pull, and then turning our gaze away to the opposite side, stretching our eyes, pulling those fingers back towards your face. Om Namah Shivaya. Awaken the Kundalini Shakti within us. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhaling these arms open. Give thanks from your heart for everything wonderful in your life. Begin to lean back. Love and gratitude, appreciation, great weather, healthy body, beautiful relationships, happiness and joy. So taking our time, easing ourselves back. Maybe we come down onto our forearms, leaning your head back, big smile. Maybe you can allow yourself to come all the way down to the ground, or maybe bring the top of your head down. Just keep breathing. Ha 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 ha. Laugh into it. This is super intense. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Can you smile and breathe into your cheeks? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Can you see diamonds in your third eye, your mind's eye? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Om Namah Shivaya. Can you see the Shakti, the Amrit, the golden nectar of immortality flowing down your spine into your body from your breath, the prana? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shreem Avatar Babaji Namaha. Om Shreem Avatar Babaji Namaha. Om Shreem Avatar Babaji Namaha. Slowly rising on up out of it. Walking our hands forward, coming into a tabletop. Super intense opening for the front side of our bodies. Let's stretch it even further back, coming onto the tops of our thighs, cobra. Lowering down till we feel that nice sweet spot with our spine. Roll the shoulders back and squeeze them together. Taking our neck side to side. Thank you for the gifts, super friends. Thank you so much for being with us today. Our beloved TikTok community, our beloved YouTube community. Thank you, super friends. Moving our neck, our eyes all around, smiling into it. Breathing into it. And slowly lowering on down. Hands under our shoulders, curl those toes. Let's press up into a plank pose. And then let's bring our right knee down. Pivot that knee over to the side. Stack our shoulder over our wrist. Elevate this left arm up. Bring the sole of that left foot to the ground, straightening that left leg. Sending those hips forward, opening our heart. Playing with our necks. Find where that edge is. Send the breath there like an inner serpent, an inner dragon. A dragon mother, the prana kundalini shakti. The serpentine energy. Visualize the crystal green serpentine or green tourmaline growing through your body. And then if you'd like to play with extending this arm forward overhead and elevating this back leg up, stretching your body from sole to fingertips, and breathe. Deep belly ujjayi breaths. And placing that foot down, bringing this hand down. Cat cow, move our spine up and down. Today, our heart chakra, anahata, is receiving its attunement, its initiation with Shakti. That divine love, divine grace, divine beauty, that sweetness, that feminine energy, that archetypal loving relationship is awakening in our hearts. Today, as we pivot our left heel out behind us to the side, stacking our shoulder over our wrist, elongating that right leg, coming onto the bottom of that foot as we elevate this right arm up. Taking our modified side plank pose. Keep sending those hips forward. Visualize you're inhaling little triangular shapes, little tetrahedrons, and exhaling little Merkaba shapes, double tetrahedrons as we bring our hands back down. Cat, cow, moving those spines around. Once again. And then curling our toes, lift our knees, press up and back into a downward dog. Reaching those heels down. Pressing into our flat palms, let our head fall between our arms, shake out any tension in our necks, our faces. Reach down with those heels. Inhale, shifting our weight forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down to the ground. Inhale, peel our hearts up, cobra. Visualize all those people in India bathing in the waters at this time and just breathe. A little bit of that Ganga water is here in our ocean, so just connect into that feminine spirit, the goddess Ganga here. Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om as we lower on down and push up into a plank pose, back into a downward dog. Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om. Let's inhale our right leg up to the sky. Bend our knee, open our hips, make circles with our ankle, twist towards the right side. Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bring it forward towards our nose. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bring it forward towards our right elbow. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bring it forward towards our left elbow. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bring it on forward and up to our hands. Now let's pivot that back foot and that back knee up. We're gonna bring ourselves up into a warrior one. So arms up overhead, shoulders and hips squared forward, bending that knee over our front ankle, pulling the corners of our mouth up towards our ears. Always in the right place, right time, following the urges and the forces inside, the creative impulses, the intuition, following the light as we open our hips and shoulders up, bending our knees, focusing on the middle fingers of that front hand for warrior two. Rotating these right palms up to the sky, left hand above or below our knee or wrapped behind our back. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. And coming on back to center into our warrior two. Let's adjust ourselves, our hips, our shoulders too. Oh, let's straighten that front leg. Keep that left hip back, that left shoulder back. Reach forward and then pivot, elevating this left arm up, right arm above or below our knee. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. And then breathing back to our warrior two. Let's cartwheel these arms down to the ground, pivoting onto those back tippy toes. So stretch those back tippy toes. And then taking a twist, lifting this right arm up, still bending into that front knee, big smile. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. Breathing in and planting that hand inside of that foot. Let that knee fall open, and maybe you heel toe scooch that foot over to the side a little bit. Om Shakti, Om Shakti. And coming on down to our forearms. Breathe into that hip. Envision all of our lower energy centers awakening today. Receiving our moksha, our liberation. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. Breathing and rising on up. Heel toe this foot over to the left side. Flexing that foot, squaring our hips. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. Walking ourselves forward. Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om. Listening into that inner silence as we breathe, observing what emotions come up. This time is all about your emotions, the energy in motion, and finding the feeling space of the emotions in your body, the consciousness space of the emotions in your mental body, and your awareness of the interconnectivity of them all. Breathe in that peace, Svadhyaya. Observing yourself and ahimsa, loving kindness, and extreme aversion to violence in all of its forms. Inhaling, rising on up. So we're gonna come on up into our knees. Cat cow once again. Curl those toes, straighten those knees. Pressing on back, down dog. With me. Let's release this right leg, lift it up to the sky, shake it out. Bring it on back down. Let's take an intermission flow. Breathing our way, stretching forward to plank. Exhale, lowering on down to the ground. Inhale, peeling up with our hearts. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, pressing up to plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's inhale and take this left leg up high. Bending that knee, make circles with our ankle, twisting towards that left side. And squaring our hips up high as we breathe in. And exhale, shift our weight forward, knee towards our nose. Inhale, lifting this leg up high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, elevating. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, float this foot forward. Left foot between your hands. Let's pivot that back foot. So we line both legs up and then squaring those hips forward, rising on up into our warrior one. Arms up, shoulders square, toes facing forward, hips square forward, bending that knee over our ankle. Make sure you can see your big toe and second toe. Focus on your heart. And shoot rainbows from your heart up to your fingertips, up overhead. Vision a little light bulb of rainbows above you. Yay. And then as we breathe in, let's open our arms and hips away from one another, bending into that front knee, looking over that middle finger of that front hand, warrior two. Shoot rainbows out those fingertips. Choo, choo, choo. Keep bending into that front knee. Keep that back hip and shoulder back. Arms floating up as we reverse our warrior. Bend into that front knee, leaning back. Right hand above or below that knee or wrapped behind our back. Big smiles. Coming on back forward to our warrior two. Deep breath here. Pull that right hip back. Pull that right shoulder back like you're pressed between a plane of glass. And then we'll straighten that front leg. Also, once again, keep that right hip back towards the back. And then reach that arm forward, forward, forward while reaching that back shoulder back. And then pivot above or below our knee. Right arm up to the sky. Ha ha ha. Laughter yoga. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ease and grace and peace and love. Being the beloved by life, the universe, Shiva Shakti, one entity, masculine and feminine, day and night, dark and light, different facets of the same coin. The same one. Inhale, rising back on up. Exhale, bend that knee. Cartwheeling these arms on down. Bringing that left hand to the inside of that foot. Coming up on those back tippy toes and stretch those toes. Let that knee hover. We're going to twist, lifting this left arm up. Ah. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Bringing that hand down again to the inside of that foot, and maybe you scooch that left foot to the side a little bit, coming onto the top of that back thigh. Just let that knee fall open. Ah. Breathe into your hips, the emotional center. Ah. Receptivity to life. Let's practice receiving the best, the most blissful, most beautiful emotions. Breathe them in. Gratitude, appreciation, divinity, harmony, receptivity. And backing out of it, we're gonna heel toe this left foot over to the right. Flexing that foot. Right leg straight back, square hips, square shoulders, lifting our hearts. Lifting our gaze and then walking ourselves forward. Sending rainbows to the planet from our hearts, super friends. Thank you TikTok and YouTube Live and on the replays for being with us. Send all your love to the world today. Super friends, Galactivate! Activate. Galactivate. Rising on up as we breathe in, swinging this leg around, coming into a tabletop. Cat, cow, move that spine up and down.
No, I got plenty of time. Oh, good.
And releasing this leg, let's press up and back into a down dog once again. Pressing into the ground here. Oh. Let's inhale this left leg up high, just releasing that leg, that hip up to the sky. And bringing it on back down. Shift our way forward to plank. Lower on down to the ground, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Lifting our heart, cobra. The world we're in. Welcome the butterfly within as we lower on down. Pushing back up to plank. Back to downward dog. And let's bring our feet up to our hands as we exhale and just take a forward fold and just drop in to our forward fold and breathe. Inhale, lift our hearts with a half flat back. Begin to sit back down into a chair. Adjusting ourselves, elevating our arms up. Reach for the light in the air. Breathe in the frequency of the stars. Inhale, come up onto our tippy toes. And release. Let's shake it all out. Let's come up on our tippy toes and then just drop down, dropping on our heels. As we shake our hands out. Let those heels drop. A few more times. All right, now we're going to stretch our arms out, wiggle our fingers, move our wrists around, just lifting up our mat with our toes on one side. So we wiggle those fingers the other side. All right. And now let's just come into stillness. Just take a breath. Notice how you feel. And then let's make some twists with our spine. Letting our arms hit our body. Let's make some circles with our shoulders. And the other way. Let's bring our hands back behind, interlace those fingers as we breathe in. And as we exhale, hinge forward, letting those arms fall overhead. Rising on up, arms up to the sky. Right hand, grab that left wrist, pull it over towards the right side. Inhale, back to center. Interlace our thumbs, lean back. Coming on back to center. Left hand, grab right wrist, pull it over to the left side. Inhaling back to center, interlacing our thumbs, lean up and back. And coming on back to center, let's squat it on down. And then we're gonna bring ourselves down to the ground and come on to our back sides. Fill up with the love of dog. Dog is love. Using our core to come on down. Let's hug those knees in, make little circles now. And then crossing that right knee over the left, circles with our ankle. Extending this right arm up and back, shoulder, taking a twist, knees over to the left, upper body to the right, big smile. Breathe into your neck. Laughter yoga. Ha 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 ha. Coming on back to center. Let's cross our left knee over the right. Squeeze it in, circle the ankles. And drop those knees over to the right as we extend this left arm and shoulder up and back. To the left. And coming on back to center, hug those knees in. Curl up in a tight, tight ball. Squeeze every muscle in your body so tight. And then exhale, release. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Arms and legs falling open away from your body. If you need to do anything to give yourself the ability to relax a little more in this asana, shavasana, then I welcome you to give that to yourself right now. Let's just melt into the silence here. As you bring your gaze in and up at that third eye, and then allow everything to relax. And we'll be back for our Galactivation momentarily. The sounds of light is making a tone inside your inner ear, and it's calling you home, like your spiritual self who's picked up the phone and sending the signal with the sound of a tone. Listen intensely to the sounds beyond 3D. Inner immensity is awakening. Your ability to perceive, your perceptuality is expanding beyond your physical body. You're connected and forced to the broader self of you. Your animalistic nature is in harmony with your truth. Your spiritual connection to the motherliness of life is bringing a calibration as human divine. Your heart is now open and come back online, receiving this intention that all is well, all is divine. Plugging you into the mainframe, your higher self, your higher mind, giving you compassion, a calling, a purpose, a way, a love, a light line. Namah Shivaya. The above place, the below place, and the heart in between, awakening and resonating as divine eternal being. This time of the Maha Kumbh Mela is here. So awaken and receive all of the alignments, my dears, that you are a spiritual master, an avatar consciousness. You are a creator in this super consciousness. You are in the center of a universe of bliss. You have permission to enter and be the receiver of all of this. Right now, here in that center of your heart, let's drop into this. First moment of the rest of our lives. Now we start. We enter in. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. No stress, no fear. Just relax and receive. Allow, let go, and simply just be in that wholehearted receptivity to being reconnected as one in our divinity. As above, so it is below. As outside, so within. We know. So into this mirror, we smile and receive and open to the bliss, peace, joy, and harmony. So coming back into our bodies, coming back into our lives, in this place of samadhi, in the oneness with all time. We wiggle our fingers, we wiggle our toes, we awaken as divine. Our Ishtadevatar now knows. And we stretch our arms up overhead, and then draw those knees into our chest and wrap around our body at this time. And when we are ready, roll onto our side and ever so slowly taking our sweet time, coming back up to seated, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Sitting in our enlightenment, in our Buddhahood. Deep sense of listening in to the light that sounds so good. The frequencies of the highest heights, the phonon waves, bring the whole and complete packets of light into our inner space. Om Shivam, 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 Shivam. And inhaling exhaling our arms up to the sky, gathering our intention, the highest of heights, our super consciousness. Pull it down the center line, grounding through our crown, into our third eye, into our words, the voices that we use, into our hearts, the love pouring through, and into our lower parts, those open and receptive to becoming the living temple for the divine to awaken in you. Divine in me, divine in thee, eternal light, source energy. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Thank you everyone for joining us this day, TikTok, YouTube, on our live stream, and in the future on the replay. Hearts to you, our fairy god family. Star Galactica, your fairy god sis, and St. Joseph once again, and our little princess, Charlie Poots, saying to all of you, we heart you. Hug-a-lution, can we hug one into? Give yourself a hug, or hug another, or hug a tree or a dog. Just hug, would you? Share all the love and amplify and send rainbows to the world outside. Super friends, Galactivate! We invite you to go to our website, Galactivators.com. You can get Galactivators gear like the jacket I've got here, we've got here, like these yoga pants, yoga shorts, all the goodies. And singing bowls, of course. And if you want to sign up for our Super Friends email list so we can always stay in touch. And also our beloved TikTok, we love you so much. While we have our time together, we'll see you tonight on our live stream a little later, and also tomorrow for our yoga on the beach. And we invite you also, please follow us on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, and what are the other ones, St. J?
Blue Sky.
Spotify, iTunes.
All of them.
Apple.
On our website, we have a whole bunch of links. All right. Much love, y'all.